Let's discuss first problem of September Long Challenge 2020. A problem on sticks. On a sunny day, Akbar and Birwal are taking a leisurely walk in Place Gardens. Suddenly, Akbar noticed a bunch of sticks on the ground and decided to test Birwal's weights. There are n sticks holders with negligible size. Note that the stick holders are of negligible size, so they will not have any impact on the length of the stick. Okay, so the height of the sticks are given in an array where each element denotes the height of the several sticks. So what we have to do, we have to cut all the sticks and reduce its height to 0. So what are the operation we can perform here is that choose a height h and fix cutter at a height h above the ground. This is a stick of length small h. So what we have to do, we have to place a cutter at a height h from the ground where h is smaller than where capital H is smaller than small h. So what is this? The remaining height is small h minus capital H. So it removes its upper part with length h minus s. Here we can see it is h minus h. Oh, the third is very important operation. All the upper parts of the sticks are that are cut in one operation must have equal lengths. Otherwise, the operation may not be performed. So the length of the various sticks that are cut should be equal. This means this h minus h of all the sticks that are cut should be equal. So we will look at this example. Akbar wants Birbal to completely cut all the sticks in minimum possible number of operations. So now let's see the solution. So let's take an example given in the question. The heights of the sticks are given 5, 3, 5. Okay, then let me draw the stick of height 5. So these are the sticks with length 5, 3, 5. So what we can do is we can cut it from here. Since if we cut it from here at h equals to 3 from the ground, this is h equal to 3 from the ground. Okay, we are remaining with the height of 2 and 2, which are equal. So this operation is valid. So let me take another case where we place a cutter at h equals to 4. In this case also we have the remaining parts as of length 1 and 1 which are equal, so this is also valid operation. What we if we cut h equals to 2 from the ground, this is h equals to 2. We have to see the remaining part. This is of the length 3, this is of also of a length 3, and this is length 1. So our third property is violating here. In the third property, it is given that all upper parts of the sticks that are cut in one operation must have equal lengths. Okay, so these are not equal. As we can see, 3, 1 and 3. These lengths are not equal. So we cannot cut it from h equals to 2. So the valid h here is it at h equal to 3 and h equal to 4. Okay, so now let's see what if we cut it from h equal to 3. So this is one operation, then we are remaining, so what we are remaining with these. Okay, now I will put the cutter at h equals to 0. So this is the second operation. So we have seen that we have cut the sticks to length 0 in only 2 operations. So the answer of this case is 2. Okay, now let's take another example. What if the length of the stick are 1, 2 and 3? So we cannot put the cutter here at h equals to 1 from the ground. Since the length this will remain of 2 and this will remain of 1, so these are not equal, so this is not valid operation. So what we can see is we have to cut it from here. This is operation 1, second operation, and at h equals to 0, this is third operation. So the answer here is 3. Okay, so let's take another example. What if the array is 1 2 3 3 4 2 1 6? Okay, what if the array is this 1, this is 2, this is 3, again 3, then 4, then 2, then 1, and then 6. So now let's cut it. So we have to place the cutter here first of all at h equals to 1. So h equals to 4 from the ground. This is the first operation. This is the first operation. So after the first operation, this much part will be gone, and we will remain with streak of this much height. Okay. So now let's from the second operation, we will put the cutter at h equals to 3 from the ground. This will be second operation, and here we can see these parts are cut of equal length, so this is a valid operation. So now this is the second operation. So now let's put the cutter at h equals to 2 from the ground, and this is the third operation. Similarly, we put the cutter at h equals to 1 from the ground. This is the fourth operation, and this finally h equals to 0. This is the fifth operation. So the answer for this test case should be 5. Okay, the answer of this test case should be 5. So since 6 is the maximum number, we need to place the cutter here. This is the first operation, this is the second operation, and all the numbers which are equal in the array for the repeating values, they will be cut in one shot. For example, these are of length 3 and 3, so if we place the cutter, they both will be cut in one operation. Similarly, the sticks with length 2, this one and this one, will also be cut in one length if we place the cutter here. And finally, all these sticks with the remaining height is equal to 1 will be cut if we place the cutter at h equals to 0. Okay, so first of all, what we need to see that we have to remove the duplicate values from the array. Since the duplicate values will be cut in one operation, so the array will look like this: 1 2 3 4 and 6 with non-repeating values. So we can see the number of remaining elements after removing the duplicates element is our answer. So what was our answer for this case? The answer was 5. So here we can count the elements: 1 2 3 4 and 5. So the number of elements in an array after removing the duplicate values is our answer. Okay, another important thing to note here is that what if we have length of a stick as 0, because in the question it is given that ai has to be less than equal to 10 to the power 9 and greater than equal to 0. So we can have a stick of length 0. So if we have a stick of length 0, we do not need any operation. For that case, suppose we have an array of 5 elements with all elements as 0. So the answer in this case, as we do not need any operation, will be 0. So the answer in this case will be 0. If we have 0 element in our array, so we have to remove that. It is given that length of array can is less than equal to 10 to the power 5 and greater than equal to 1. So it can be solved in big of and complexity. Okay, so here what we can do is we can use set, because we have to remove the duplicate element from an array. Also, while inserting an element in set, we don't have to insert 0. So the elements you have to insert in set is 1, 2, 3 and 4, because we don't have to use the duplicate values. As we can see here that 0 and 0 are two duplicates and 2 and 2 are two duplicates. So what we have to do is we have to remove the duplicates. Also, we don't have to insert 0 in our set. So this is very simple. So answer in this case is 4. So we have to do two things. First, take a set and insert the elements except 0. And second, size of set is our answer. So now let's discuss the code. First of all, the size of an array. We have taken an array of size n, then we have taken the set to store distinct element except 0. Also, we don't have to insert 0, so we will put a condition here. If ARR of I is not equal to 0, then as of insert ARR of I. So it will insert distinct element except 0. At last, the size of our set is the answer. So we printed s dot size.